Okay, getting up on the roof here at 1585 Sumter Lane in West Melbourne. I made a lot of notes up on the roof for you all. I want to start going over that now. I have 3 reminder errors to start with. The first one is about the sidelight dish. We can gladly go ahead and remove and dispose of this. Just let me know if that's the case. I'm sure it is, since you're going to have new buyers. Let's get that off the roof. The last thing you need is more holes in your roof. The next arrow is to talk about the drip edge. So we're going to replace this white flashing with your new roof. And then the third area is to talk about the gutters as well. So we don't even typically have to drop these gutters, especially these long seamless gutters, to the ground. We just gently pull these away, get the new drip edge on, and then install the gutters right back up. So that way we'll take really good care of the gutters as well too. You can see all the marks and the waviness in the drip edge. And then the other thing too is it's actually way worse in the back, but these are all the granules from the shingles. By the pool, it's literally like a ½ inch to an inch deep, just full of granules. The granules on the shingles, in every sense of the word, is the sunblock for your house. So when you start losing the granules, the shingles start to become extraordinarily brittle, almost like saltine crackers. And so that's what's happening with your roof right now. In conjunction with that, I checked for what's called lifted up shingles. Here's one example right here. There's more I'll show you. Okay, so when the shingles start to dry out due to the reasons I just talked about, and then with storm driven wind or rain, when you lose that adhesive bond between the back of the shingle and the roof itself, it just keeps flapping around until it eventually breaks off, usually right about there. We're going to replace all the gooseneck vents. We're going to reboot with new leaded sleeves all the other bathroom vents. Oh, check this out. So I noticed right away that your attic ridge vents are teeny tiny. We're going to extend these ridge vents out as far as we can go, somewhere right about there on both sides. Not to mention you don't even have one over there, so we're going to include one over there as well too, extend that and extend that one there. I noticed you had, just in the last day or so, an insurance adjuster that came out and marked the roof. I'll gladly talk to you more about that. I've helped no less than 100 people navigate the very treacherous path through insurance, but I'll talk about that later. Yeah, look, so broken off shingles, same thing that I illustrated there. That's the end result of that. And then if you follow this arrow, you see the huge depression in the wood right there? So when we remove the shingles and get down to the bare plywood, like areas like that, also where you have water coming off of one roof and then down into the other one, those areas right there can get problematic as well too. But in any case, once we remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood, we're going to inspect every inch of this roof. Anything remotely bad, like this area, that area, we're going to replace. You get 100 square feet of plywood included with your roof. That's typically more than enough. 100 square feet is definitely more than this and that. So typically we don't have to charge extra. I'll talk more about that later. Just a quick overview of the roof. I measured all the longest parts of the roof. There's a note there. Really cool tree here. Replace those. I took photos of every inch of this roof, including all the screens. All the screens are in impeccable condition. If we mistakenly get a shingle and scratch through one of the screens, we're going to replace that for you. It happens very rarely, but still. Here's that area that I was talking about. Let's check it out. It seems pretty stable, but it's still a big depression there. Here's more of that lift up. I think you kind of get the picture. Same over here, a couple broken shingles. All right, last 20 seconds. Real quick, let's talk about how we're gonna redo your roof correctly, Florida native. Forgive my obvious metal example here. It's not the top layer that's so important, it's all the layers underneath that are so vitally important for your buyers, okay? By the way, as far as shingles go, we only use CertainTeed Landmark Series shingle. It's the heaviest, thickest shingle out there, the best shingle. For the same price as the other ones, it's just better warranty, okay? So again, imagine this with me. We're gonna remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood roof. Anything remotely bad, like this area, the areas over there, we're gonna replace. Typically we don't charge extra for it, 100 square feet included. And then with that bare plywood roof, the 2 building codes that have been upgraded because of the hurricane standards, the first one says re-nail your roof to code. So we're gonna re-nail the plywood to the roof trusses every 6 inches. We go every 4 to 5 inches. The code says 6 inches. We go every 4 to 5 inches. Okay, and we're going to double, triple the number of nails holding your plywood to your roof trusses. And then we're going to install what's called waterproof barrier. Maybe you've heard of the term peel and stick. You can even see how this layer here is already kind of gelled into the plywood. Once this stuff touches plywood, you cannot get it off. It becomes an impenetrable barrier. So in the event of that satellite dish flying, damaging your brand new shingle roof in a hurricane, it's still not gonna allow water inside the house. That's the point of the waterproof barrier. And then we're gonna put your 30-year CertainTeed landmark shingles over top of that, okay? So that's kind of a good overview. I'm gonna get down, talk more with Eddie and Olga. Thanks.